Hey everybody, I'm Anthony from ComicsHeatingUp.net. I'm doing the new comic spec review video for August 5th, 2020. In these videos, we talk about the hot new releases of the week, and books lately have been on fire. Each week there has been something coming out that definitely flips for over cover price. So if you're not selling on eBay, you're really missing out because this is really a seller's market right now. I don't know if it's going to last long term, but definitely right now things are moving and moving for top dollar. So it's a great time to be a seller. So here's what's on tap for this week. I'm really excited that Dark Horse returns to comic shops this week with the Alien Original Screenplay #1. Now this is just as it says, it's the original screenplay for Alien. Really excited to see this. This is not a spec book. I'm a huge Alien guy, and I'm really looking forward to this one coming out. It's going to be a fantastic read. It's going to be fun to see how it differs from the movie as well. New comic speculation's been booming right now, and one of the key players has been DC. Batman 96 is out this week. We get 3 covers on this one: the regular cover, the Francisco Mattina cardstock cover, and that 1 in 25 Clown Hunter variant, the character variant. Now, Clown Hunter does appear in the book. He doesn't appear much in the book. He's in there like 2 panels, I think, 1 full-page panel and a panel, but he is in the book. So this is definitely one to grab. If you haven't grabbed this one already, you may be too late. You're going to have to definitely try to grab it on the shelves on Wednesday or Tuesday if your store sells DC books early, or try to get them from my comic shop as soon as they hit if they don't raise the prices right away. Death Metal Legends of the Dark Knights #1. It's a $25 book right off the bat. It has a really key story with the Robin King in it. And not only is there the regular cover, there's also that 1 in 25B variant. Midtown was selling these for $75 off the pop, and they sold out right away, which is crazy, 3 times the ratio for a book. But we've seen sales on this already in the 300 to 400 range. Dreaming Waking Hours #1. There's an A and B cover on this. There's also a C cover, which is the 1 in 25 character ratio. Now, this is a new character that's appearing in the book. You might want to grab one of the regular covers as well, but the 1 in 25 might not be a bad way to go if, in fact, the character does stick and becomes popular. Midtown still has them in stock at $60. Seems a little steep in price for a 1 in 25. Well, it's definitely steep in price for a 1 in 25. So if you can get it cheap, it might be worth the grab. Out from IDW this week is CROW LETHE #3. Now, the regular cover features Peach Momoko art. The #1 and #2 both have sold well. Midtown Comics still has these in stock. They have them limited, 1 per customer. I think #1 still goes for around $10, so it's not a bad idea to grab one of these. Also out from IDW this week is Marvel Action Avengers #10, second printing. If you missed out on the Yellow Hawk buzz early on, they have released a second print. I'm kind of torn on this one. I don't know that the second print's going to be worth anything. I haven't checked the prices in a while. I didn't get any, so I never worried about the prices on them. However, you might want to check and see come Tuesday night how the book is doing. Definitely grab one if you're interested in seeing the first appearance of the Yellow Hawk. If not, this is a pass. Image Comics gives us Firepower by Kirkman and Samney. This one, we got the free comic book day issue that came out a couple of weeks back. It was okay. I'm not a big fan of the book, I'll be honest with you. I do like Kirkman's work. However, this one just didn't grab me. It seems kind of Dragon Ball Z or Street Fighter-esque in the power set. However, #1 and #2 definitely are out this week. If you're interested in Kirkman's work, it might be worth picking up. The next book is for the cover alone. Ice Cream Man #20 has this great Dr. Seuss homage cover. It's sold out in most places online. It's a really cool looking cover, and Ice Cream Man has been optioned, but more importantly, they put out some really great covers, and these covers seem to pop because they end up being in short supply. People grab them and flip them pretty quick. I'm going to try to get a couple of them. I pre-ordered one from Midtown. I'm trying to get one from my local comic shop as well, but it can be hit or miss come Wednesday. Black Cat #12 has a B cover by Scon, and this is a pretty cool cover. It's the new Black Cat armor. The armor appeared at the end of issue 11. I think most people slept on that one. It is a cool cover. Grab one. It's going to be the first cover appearance in the new armor, but like I said, the armor appeared in issue 11, so it's not a totally new appearance. I know some people will call that first armor appearance a cameo, and this one the first full, but whatever, this book should be on your radar. Another new #1 from Marvel out this week is Maestro Future Imperfect Marvel Tales #1. The Marvel Tales books, the variants have done well. The regular covers haven't. The incentive cover on this one's by In-Hyuk Lee. These incentives have done extremely well. Most stores don't order 100 copies of the book, so they're not getting the variants. These tend to be a little bit hard to find and tend to be pricey when they roll out. But if you can find one cheap, I'd definitely grab it. If you're a Hulk fan or a fan of Future Imperfect and Maestro, you might want to grab these. But definitely, if you find the variant cheap, I would grab one. What's been really hot lately is Donny Cates' work, and when you mix that in with reprints, especially Marvel reprints, which have been on fire lately, you get something that's definitely well worth looking at. So Thor #3, third print with the Nick Klein character design cover comes out, as does Thor #4 with the second print Nick Klein Black Winter cover. A great cover. This is definitely one to grab if you see them. I've been flipping Thor reprints like you wouldn't believe. We've seen a little heat coming out of Artists, Writers, and Artisans, AWA Studios. Bad Mother #1's their new book out this week. The regular cover A features Mike Deodato work. Just grab one. Their books have been fantastic reads, and like I said, Year Zero and now Hotel have been popping a little bit, so it might not be a bad idea to get on these first issues. Another Scout comic release is Gut Ghost Trouble with Sawbuck Skeleton Society one-shot. The cover A features Mike Magnolia work. Do appreciate his Hellboy stuff and his BPRD and pretty much everything he does. So the cover alone does it for me. But Gut Ghost is a fun read. I would not be surprised if we end up seeing this on Adult Swim or something like that. I just have a strong feeling that we're going to end up seeing this optioned and on TV. Horizon Zero Dawn #1 cover E is a Peach Momoko cover. This is definitely one to grab. Peach Momoko is she's blazing hot right now. Her art is, everything she touches seems to go up. Now, this is going to be probably pretty heavily ordered already, so this is not going to be an instant, $10 book or whatever, but give it time. Her books tend to appreciate in value with time. Patriotica #1's a new book from Antarctic Press. Now, this is a book that was a small press, self-published book that's been out for a while. They've done a ton of Kickstarters. It's been fairly successful. I think they're out of Arizona or something. I'm not 100% sure, but needless to say, now they're coming out through Antarctic Press. The #1 issue features Elizabeth Torque art. It's a decent book. I'm not going to lie. It's a decent read. It's not high art, but it's definitely a good read. So if you see them on the shelves, might be worth grabbing. Now, there's no spec behind this, but it is one of my favorite books out there. Teether #4, also from Antarctic Press, releases this week. This has been such a good horror series, but it's been kind of plagued by delay and just the time between issues. So I can't wait for issue 4 to come out. I'm going to go back and read the first 4 issues together in one sitting. So just again, if you like horror, definitely pick up Teether. Vault Comics is releasing Vampire the Masquerade. Now, this is not the first time we've seen Vampire the Masquerade comics out. This is based on a collectible card game that was out back in the 90s. I remember back in the Magic days, people would play Vampire the Masquerade as well. There's a couple of good covers on it. I really, really like the David Mack cover. Just a good-looking cover. It's his classic style. But again, if you're into vampires, you might want to give Vampire the Masquerade a look. There is also a foil David Mack cover that, if you can find it, you might want to grab one. And that's it for this week. That's the highlights of the books coming out Wednesday, 8/5. If you think I missed anything, please let me know. If you haven't done so, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thanks, and have a good week.